assume you're sleeping with. He did the impossible. He managed to take the strongest, toughest woman I've ever met in my life, and he infantilized her. Well, that makes it worse. That means you infantilized yourself. Who are you? It's the woman I loved. She's gone.
Gotta clean this up.
Good morning.
I'm good, thanks. Can I use your...
Sure. Down the hall to the left.
What are you doing? No.
And the MO was mixed. Only one victim, and he strangled her and then stabbed her. It could be an evolution. Or he's trying to cast more doubt on Russell.
Her name is Debbie Bloom. She went freelance 2 months ago, and when she did, all traces of her business vanished.
Exactly like the previous two victims.
Well, if we're thinking about the MO wrong, what if the UNSUB didn't erase the data, then the call girls were simply hiding it from law enforcement?
And the UNSUB figured out a way to use it to his advantage.
Well, Blake found one potential lead. It was the last client that Debbie kept before she went off the grid. It was by the name of Mr. Smith.
Will Mr. Smith talk to us?
Well, once Blake promised that we wouldn't ruin his marriage, she...
Mr. Smith?
Oh.
Going off the grid was supposed to make things safer for her.
The man we're looking for knew she was off the grid, and it's keeping us from finding her. Can you help us figure this out?
I actually helped her set it up. There's apps now. Online, there's phone calls over Wi-Fi, even payment through this thing called Bitcoin, where you can have it converted into cash. Would those still leave breadcrumbs on the internet? It was all encrypted. If she didn't log in every 12 hours, all the data itself.
So it couldn't be used against her if she got arrested.
To figure all this out, Debbie found a post online. We looked at it so much I bookmarked it. Can I see? It's one of those long step-by-step instructions.
If this is how Debbie hid and played, I bet that Gloria and Marguerite did too. Maybe the UNSUB wrote that in order to prey on his victims.
The UNSUB didn't write it. Based on the verbiage, syntax, and organizational structure, I can tell you who did it. Sam Russell. Come on. Take the cheese.
Let's go to...
I'm sick of being behind the 8 ball, so I found a back door on the server.
Looks like he found you.
That's the point. I wanted him to find me. And now, I invite him in. We start to play.
You found a blind spot. I'm impressed. Why are we here?
This is how we made up, so this is the best we communicated. We're making such talk some sense into you.
I think this is the best way we communicated. Remember? I do. I remember when you talking sense sounded like this.
There is 0 point in following the law, because the whole thing runs, and nothing is going to make me happier than to hold stupid to the ground. Government, the police, the bed, shredded, God, oh my God.
Calm down.
You saw that.
Yes, I did. He's just trying to get under your skin.
It's working.
Forget about what he's doing. Focus on why. He's a narcissist, right? He's a gay See, those guys are easy to manipulate because they always want to play their hand.
No, not Shane. Shane does not lose.
He lost something 10 years ago, didn't he? He doesn't care about Russell Garcia. You. He wants you one last time. See, he won.
Okay, if that's true, how do I use that against him?
Sit down. Look. Just wait. You'll know when you see it.
You can do this. Okay, I'm really embarrassed. Good job. I'm embarrassed. That doesn't matter. Here's why. I grew up. And I figured out that the revolution isn't going to come over a T1 line. I have learned new tricks.
Who'd you look from?
You guys organizing seminars about the topic.
So
isn't there?
me, I'm not about to change the way I am because Auburn Payroll doesn't get it.
I don't even know. You've been following me this whole time?
Yep, you and supervisory very. Are you surprised? But really, he shows business metrosexual action figure.
That's his opening.
Yes, it is.
He said he didn't know who you were, but he does.
He sees us having a relationship that he didn't want us driving him crazy.
I told him we're not sleeping together.
It doesn't matter. His narcissistic brain won't accept that we could ever be friends.
So he thinks he can beat me by beating us?
Mm-hmm. So what's your next move, baby girl?
The game. 2 teams, me and you, versus Star Chamber. We see who can find the new killer first, but we do it on an equal playing field, which means you give us the San Lost file back, and we give you our profile.
When I win, what do I get?
And you log the DOJ website. There will be a picture of me, Special Agent Janet Muffin, with shoes on our heads. You just left the table.
You took the bait.
I don't know.
What's the shoe on the head mean?
Oh, it's an internet thing. Hello. I've got mail. We got the file.
Now, I hate to admit it, but the Star Chamber didn't impress me. They took the police file and annotated it with their own research.
Is there any other evidence? Because I'm not seeing anything.
Back in 2004, Russell had a silent hacking partner in charge of money and infrastructure who remained hidden in the shadows. They think the silent partner committed the murders and let Russell take the fall for it.
2 unsubs would explain it. We profiled that 10 years ago. What if the silent partner was also the killing partner?
Well, that would mean that Russell admitted to 4 murders he didn't commit. Why not just cut a deal and name the partner?
Still get life in prison.
He's a death sentence.
What if you think you can beat the system? And hackers always think they can do that, especially if you had help from the outside.
And that's why the partner surfaced now. This whole time we've been trying to figure out which profile is right, the Dorman killer or the copycat, but the answer is both.
Okay, but how do we prove it? If we can't bring it better than the Star Chamber.
Yeah, Hodge. I think we may have something.
Yeah, I wrote this post.
Tell Shane to put it up on Reddit.
Why would you care so much about how prostitutes do business? Because sex work should be safe and legal, the internet can destigmatize it.
And make it easier for predators to find victims.
I agree, that's why you should really catch that predator.
Something else we need to discuss. When we got the files back from the Star Chamber, we noticed a detail about the strangulations we hadn't seen before.
What we noticed about the killer is when he was choking out these women, their hair would collect around their throats, like this, and he would grip it so tight. You were there. So, it's the old killer signature that the new killer can copy. It's hair. Your partner on the outside fed that to you. And every time you got to lock up your victims, that your plan was still in motion and that he'd get you off. Well, instead, the two of you are going to die here together.
Let me explain to you what's going to happen. You're going to go to the governor, and he's going to halt your execution and withdraw the charges for the first murders. And then we're going to retry you for the other 4 murders.
That's mine. You gotta give it back.
It's ridiculous. What is the FBI profile on the guy Sam Ross is in prison for? How'd you hack that?
Didn't. They gave it to me.
Really? What's it say?
Nothing. It's completely generic. All they've got is the guy could be an underground hacker.
That's good.
Good.
Yeah, good. Because they'll think it's you. Oof.
Yeah, Shane's car's here. It's not.
Garcia may have another lead.
There's something dinky about some stuff Shane bought online.
There it is. Oxycodone.
Would Shane use it recreationally?
No, wait. Shane's one of those people where like his body is his temple. He wouldn't take anything to pollute it. And that's supposed to bought this in Shane's name.
Where would the drug sit?
To an address in Shane's name and so alley that there's no way he can afford.
All right, Maureen. Go take Reed with you. Garcia, I want you on site too, scanning the networks.
Yes, sir.